This is the Roulette Master, and one of my subscribers, Jeremy, says that he has modified Fibonacci 12 into the best roulette system ever. I can't wait to see if he's right. So today, we're going to test the original Fibonacci 12 against his new version that he says is so good that you'll be winning money every single day in the casino. I can't wait for this one. Let's go ahead and get started, and let's place a $10 bet on the dozen that's been the longest since it's hit. Which would be second 12. Let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. The timer's set, and each one of these systems is going to get 15 minutes of play time, and that's a 36 red. Okay, we lost that one. So with this system, the second bet is the same as the first. It's $10, and then after that, I'll share with you what to do next. That's a 12 red. That's another loss. Now we add up the two previous bets of 10 and 10, and now we have a $20 bet on second 12. All right, here we go. That's an 11 black. We lost again. Now we add up the two previous bets of 20 and 10, and we have a $30 bet on second 12. This is the original Fibonacci 12, and the new version from Jeremy will be coming up, and he says it will beat this one every time. And that's a win there, and we're up $20. So now we'll be on third 12, 410, the longest dozen since it's hit. And here we go. That's a 19 red. And we lost, so let's repeat that bet at $10 on third 12 and spin. Here we go. That's a 30 red, and that's a win. Okay, so we're up $30, and now we'll be on first 12 for 10. Let's go ahead and spin again here. And after the 10 and the 10, and you add that up to 20, every bet, and there's a nice win there, every bet will be adding up the two previous bets for your next one. We're up $50, and let's bet on second 12 now. Let me fix that one there. And spin. This is the longest since it's hit. And here we go. That's a 12 red. That's a loss. So let's go ahead and repeat that bet at $10. Here we go. That's a 10 black. Okay, that's a loss. So let's go ahead and now we'll have a $20 bet. We'll double those two 10s that we started with on the first two bets. That's a 25 red. And we lost that one. So now we'll add up 20 plus 10. We'll have a $30 bet on second 12. And every time you get a win, you recoup all your losses and add a lot of profit. And that's a 6 black. And we lost, so we'll add 30 plus 20. Now we'll have a $50 bet. And it's so easy to remember your bets with Fibonacci 12. And just because all you're doing is adding up the two previous, and that's a 4. That's a loss. So we'll add up 50 and 30 now. We'll have an $80 bet. And the last time the second 12 is hit was at 19 all the way down there at the bottom. So let's see if we can get a second 12 hit here. We did not. That's a 28 black. We lost. So now we add up 80 plus 50. And that's $130. So let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 9 red. Okay, we lost, so now we add up 130 and 80. We'll have a 210 total bet on second 12, and I think now the last second 12 to hit is off the board. Let me see if that's correct. Yes, we don't even have a single one up there on our list of previous bets. Now we're going to add up 210 plus 130, so that's 210, 310 plus 30, that's 340. Okay, and this is a $2,000 bankroll system. You can also play this with dollar units in a $200 bankroll, and that's a 30 red. Okay, we lost. So let's see what we have left in our bankroll. About $1,200. So let's go ahead, and now we're going to add up 340 plus 210. That's 340, 440, 540, 550. So let's go ahead and do that. And spin. Let's see if we can get a second 12 hit. Here we go. We did not. That's a 27 red. So let's see what we have left now. We only have about $620 left, so we can't even increase the bet anymore. So hopefully this will really show why the new system of the day is a lot better, because I think we just lost our bankroll in just about almost 5 minutes there. We did. So the original Fibonacci 12 has already lost. Now we're going to get to the new system of the day, which Jeremy says will make this system unbelievable. So let's go ahead and try it his way now, and let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. All right, the time is now here for the new version of Fibonacci 12 by Jeremy that he says will make this unbelievable and the best roulette system you will ever use. And what we're going to start out by doing different is we're going to have at least 5 in a row of a 12 or a column. We're going to use both to get started. So if we look up there at the board, if we look at the last 5, there's not a second 12 in those. So let's go ahead and pick second 12 to start. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. And we lost the first one. So we'll go for our second $10 bet here.
No more bets.
And see if we can get a win here. That's a 0. That's another loss. So just like any other loss, though, we're going to go from 10. We're going to add up 10 and 10. We're going to have a $20 bet on second 12. And that's another loss, 8 black. So now we're going to add up 20 plus 10, and we'll have a $30 bet on second 12.
No more bets.
And let's spin again here. And another loss, 31 black. So let's now go 30 plus 20. And we'll have a $50 total bet on second 12. And here we go. That's a 15 black. Okay, we finally got a win on second 12. Fantastic. We're up 30. And now we're going to look for 5 in a row that have not won again. And let's look at right now. And obviously all the dozens have hit recently. Let's look at the columns. So 15, 31, 8. And let's see. Those have all hit. So let's go ahead and spin without betting. And let's wait till we have 5 in a row of a column or a dozen to get started. Okay, and that's a 29. So let's spin again here. That's a 12 red. Okay, so we have all the dozens recently. We have the 12, the 29, and then the 15, and then 31. So that 31 is still in the first, so we need to spin again and see if we can exclude that first column here for a couple spins. Okay, I think we need one more there. So let's spin one more time, and I think if we don't hit first column here, that'll be 5. That's a 17 black. Okay, so now I think we've left the first column out for the last 5 spins. So let's go ahead and we'll put $10 there and spin.
No more bets.
All right, here we go. So very important to get a huge head start with this system, and that's a 4 black. And we hit it on the first one. Fantastic. So we're up $50. Now we need 5 in a row again to get started. Let's see what the last third 12 to hit was. It looks like it was 29. So we have 4 in a row there. And let's see. Let's go ahead and spin.
No more bets.
And see if we can get 5 in a row of one of these dozens or columns missing. And that's a 10 black. Okay, so now we have 5 in a row where we haven't hit the third 12. So let's go ahead and put $10 there.
No more bets.
And spin. And you can also use the columns. We're going to look at both. Here we go. And that's a 20 black. Okay, that's a loss. So we'll do our second $10 bet on third 12.
No more bets.
Oh, I'm sorry. I accidentally did 20 there. Sorry about that, guys. That'll cost us $10 if we lose this one. But that's okay. So now we'd be at the $20 bet.
No more bets.
Goes 10, 10, 20, and then it adds up the 2 previous for your next bet. There we go. We got the win there. It cost us, we lost $10 because of that mistake, but that's okay. We're up $60, and let's look for 5 in a row again here. And I don't see any second dozens in the last 5, so let's go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a 20 there. So let's look at columns now, 36, 10, and 20. And 36, 10, and 20. I think all of those are actually covered. Let's go ahead and spin without betting.
No more bets.
We need 5 in a row that are missing out of a dozen or column for us to get started. And that's a 3 red, and it's giving us a huge head start. So now we have, let's see, 3, 36, 10, and then 20. We still need to keep spinning. We don't have 5 in a row that are missing from one of those 6 dozens or columns, and that's a 29 black. Okay, and we still don't, so let's go ahead and spin again. And let's see what we have here. That's a 6 black. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now that are not in this second 12. So now we can bet on second 12 for 10. Let me fix that bet there. We're currently up $60, and let's spin. So this takes a little bit more patience, but Jeremy says it makes all the difference in the world getting this big of a head start. And that's a 20 black, and you can see it paid off right there. We're up $80, and let's look at see which one is missing for the last 5 spins. And you see all the first, second, and third dozens in there. Let's look at the columns. So we have 20, which is second column, and we have 6, which is third column. And we have 29, which is second, and then 3, which is third, and then 36. So I believe we're missing, let's see, 20 and 6. Yeah, we're missing the first column out of the last 5. So let's go right there and spin.
No more bets.
And here we go. Now we have a 5 head start. That's an 11 black. That's a loss. So let's repeat that $10 bet.
No more bets.
And spin. Here we go. And this is a huge head start for us to start with 5 missing. Okay, that's a loss at 20. So now we'll go to 30.
No more bets.
Adding up the 2 previous bets for our next bet, and let's spin. That's a 36 red. We lost again, so now we'll add 30 plus 20, $50. I love how easy it is with Fibonacci to add up the 2 previous bets for your next one. It's you never have to worry about forgetting the bet, because all you do is use simple math. And now we're going to add up 50 and 30. We're going to have $80 on first column. And I would guess there's probably not any first column hits on the entire memory there, but let's see. And we finally hit one, so that was the first one in a long time. And now we're up $130, and that definitely paid off. The higher the bets get, the more you can win. And let's see what's missing out of the last 5 now. Excuse me. And obviously the 24 is the longest with the dozens. Let's look at the columns. And it looks like 33 is in the third, 36 is in the third, 24 is in the third. I think we're missing the second column. Yes, so the second column is missing, so let's go ahead and start there.
No more bets.
And here we go. Let's see if we can get a 17 or a 20 or something like that. That's a 8 black. Oh, that was a win too. We'll take an 8. And we're up $150. Let's look for 5 missing again. And it looks like we have 4 missing from the second 12. Let's go ahead and spin one more time. And if we don't hit second 12, we can start another bet. But we did hit second 12. So let's go ahead now and let's look at the columns. 18, 8, and 7. And those are all there. So let's go ahead and spin. We need 5 in a row missing to start with the columns or the dozens with this new modification of Fibonacci 12 by Jeremy. And it does require patience, but I tell you what, it's working a lot better than the original right now. So let's spin again and see if we can get those 5 for our head start. And most of the time you don't have to wait very long because there are 6 options. And let's go ahead and spin again here. Then we'll check our columns here. It looks like the dozens are all right there. That's an 8 black. Yes, they are. So let's look at the columns again. We have the 8 in the second, the 30 in the third, the 9, the 18, and 8. I think first column is missing out of the last 5 now. Let's go ahead and bet $10 on first column. And that's a 36 red. That's a loss. We'll repeat that $10 bet and then start adding up the 2 previous bets for the next one until we get a win. And let's see when the last first column hit was also. That's a 31 black. Actually, it doesn't matter. We already won. So we're up $160. Let's look for 5 in a row again that have not hit. And I don't see any second 12s in the last 5. So we'll go right there. And most of the time, you don't have to wait that long because you are looking at 6 different options. And sometimes it takes a little while for a dozen to hit. So usually there's not too much waiting. And let's go ahead and do $10. I'm sorry. We'll repeat the $10 bet on second 12. And here we go. And we got it. That's a 14 red. Awesome. So let's start looking for our 5 missing again. And it looks like there's 4 since the first 12 is hit. Let's go ahead and spin again and see if we can miss the first 12 here. We did. So now we can bet on first 12 because it's missing out of the last 5 numbers. So let's go ahead and bet on first 12 and spin. And here we go. We're 10 minutes in out of 15. This takes a lot of patience, but it's really working, just like Jeremy said it would. And we're already up $190, even with the sitting out. And looks like, let's see, all the dozens are fairly, it's been fairly recent since they've hit. Let's start looking at the columns. We have the third column there with the 3, and then the 29 is the second, 14 is the second, 36 is the third, 31 was the last one to hit on the first column. That's 4. So let's go ahead and spin without betting, and if we don't hit the first column, we can bet on it. And we didn't hit the first column, so it's time to bet again. And we'll bet $10 on the first column because it's been missing out of the last 5 spins. And here we go. That's a 2 black, and that's a loss, so we'll repeat that $10 bet. Let's go ahead and do that and spin. And here we go. That's a 32 red. We lost again, so we add up 10 plus 10. And now we have 20.
No more bets.
And let's spin. Again, this is a $2,000 bankroll system for $10 units, $200 for dollar units. And that's a 16 red. And we got the win. So fantastic. We're up $210. Let's see which 5 are missing. And all the dozens are right there. So let's look at the columns. We have 16 and 32. That's first column and second column. And then the 2 and then the 35 and the 3. So the 3 was the last third column to hit. That's 4. So if we spin without betting and we miss the third column, we can bet on it. And I think we missed it, so we can bet on third column now. So now we'll bet $10 on third column because it's missing out of the last 5 spins. And here we go. That's a 7 red. We lost, so we'll repeat that $10 bet on third column. And here we go. That's an 8 black, and I believe we lost again. Yes, we did. So let's add up 10 plus 10, and now we have 20. And it's so nice you don't have to worry about the progression because all you have to do is just add up the 2 previous bets. Simple math, and you're good. So we lost again. We'll add up 20 plus 10. And now we'll have a $30 bet, and we'll check and see the last time third column hit and how far off it is. And that's a 21 red. But we just got the win, so not necessary. And we're up $230 now. And let's see, the last third 12 to hit was 5 away. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's been 4 spins since the last third 12. So let's spin without betting. Make sure we have 5 spins that are not third 12 before we bet on it. Okay, we didn't hit third 12, so now we have 5 missing. So let's bet third 12 for $10. And Jeremy's been right so far. This has been working fantastic, and that's a 29 black. And guess what? It worked again, and now we're up $250. Let's see what's missing. I see the first 12 is 3 away. Let's look at the columns. We have 29, which is second column, 24, which is third column, 21, which is third, 7 was the last one. So we're 3 away, whether it's the column or the dozen. So let's go ahead and spin.
No more bets.
And we need 5 in a row missing to out of those 6 bets of 12 numbers each. Okay, that's a 32. Let's spin again. See if we can miss the first column or the first dozen. And we did. So I think we have 5 missing now from the first. Yes, we do. So now we can bet on first 12 for $10.
No more bets.
And let's spin. Here we go. Okay, that's a 28 black. Okay, we lost, so let's repeat that $10 bet. Oh, didn't need to increase that. There we go.
No more bets.
$10 on first 12 for the second $10 bet here. That's a 7 red, and that's a win. Okay, now we're up 260, and let's see what's missing out of the last 5 here. It looks like all the dozens are there. Let's look at the columns. We have 7, which is first column, 28, which is first column, 19, which is first column, 32, which is second column. So we've been missing the third column, and then 29. The last 5 are definitely missing out of the third column. So let's go right there and spend. And here we go. Let's see what we get. That's a 13 black. That's a loss. So let's go ahead and repeat this $10 bet with Jeremy's modification of Fibonacci 12. It's doing incredible. And that's a 10 black. That's a loss. So let's add up 10 plus 10.
No more bets.
I'm sorry. We should have done 20 on that one, guys. Sorry about that. That's a 5 red. Okay, now we'll go to 20 and spin.
No more bets.
Adding up the 2 previous bets for your next bet. And that's a 22 black. That's a loss, so we'll go 20 plus 10. Now we'll be at 30.
No more bets.
And let's see what we get here. Let's see if we can hit a third column hit. It's been a while. And we didn't there. That's a 17. So it's been a long time since the third 12 is hit. We're going to go 30 plus 20. And now we're at a $50 bet. But the great thing is we have so many more bets that we can make with the bankroll that we're using. And that's awesome. So that's a 23 red, and we lost again. So now we add up 50 plus 30. Now we have an $80 bet.
No more bets.
Let's go ahead and spend. Here we go. And that's a 4 black. And we lost again, but I'm glad we have the 5 head start, or we'd be in real trouble right now. And we're going to add up 80 plus 50, 130.
No more
We'd be
bets.
in real trouble right now, but since we had the 5 head start, we still have plenty of bets to make. And that's a 24 black. And we finally got the win. So you can see how that made a big difference there. And now all of a sudden we're up $310. And let's look and see if there's 5 missing again. We have first and second. Third 12 is definitely missing out of the last 5, so let's go there
No more bets.
and spin. And I'm really enjoying this one. I hope you guys are as well. This definitely is helping, and that's a 31 black. And that's a win. We're up $330. Let's see what's missing now. Obviously, the dozens are all in the last 3, so let's start looking at columns. We have 31 in the first column, 24 in the third column, 4 in the first. So far we're missing the second, then 23 was the last one. We're 3 away from that, so we need to spin a couple times without betting. See if we can miss the second column. And that's an 18, so we missed it there. Let's go ahead and spin again. And I think if we miss this one, that'll be 5 missing from the second column. That's a 4 black. Let's double check that, but I believe that's right. So let's go ahead now and put our $10 bet on second column, since there's been 5 missing from the last 5 spins have not included that column, and that's a 34 red. We lost, so let's repeat that bet of $10 on second column. And that's a 34 red. That's a loss. So we'll add up 10 plus 10. This head start is huge, having a 5 head start, because sometimes it can take a while for a dozen to hit, and that's a big advantage. That's a 28 black. We lost, so we'll add up 20 plus 10, and we'll have 30 on the second column, and let's spin. That's a 5 red. And there's our win. So now we're up $350. Let's see here. It looks like it's been a while since, it's been at least 5 since second 12 has hit. So let's start there for $10. And this requires patience, bankroll. But I tell you what, it's really working. And that's a 9 red. Okay, we lost. So let's go ahead and spin again at $10. All right, here we go. Okay, that's a 19 red. And that's a nice win. So we're up $360. Now let's see what's missing out of the last 5 now. And let's look at columns. And 19 is in the first column. 9 is in the third column. 5 is in the second. So we're not looking at columns. The dozen that's been the longest is the third 12, but it's 3. So let's go ahead and spin and see if we can miss the third 12 for the next 2 spins. But we just hit it. So let's keep looking here. And now let's spin again here. We need 5 in a row. It requires patience, but it's definitely working. It's definitely winning today over the original for sure. And let's spin again, and then we'll check our columns and our dozens again. This is the first time we've really had to have a lot of spins to get the 5 missing. So now we have 3 missing from the second 12. So 36 is third column, 3 is third column, 30 is third column, 19 is first column, and 9. So the second column is missing out of the last 5. So let's start there and spin. And here we go. It's definitely worth the wait. It's been doing great today. And Jeremy, I think you've got something here. That's a nice win there. Now we're up $380. Let's see what is missing out of the last 5 now. And it looks like we have 4 away from the second 12. So let's go ahead and spin and try to miss the second 12 on this one. Okay, so now we have 5 in a row that didn't hit on the second 12. So let's go right there and spin and start our progression where we add up the 2 previous bets for our next bet. And that's a 14 red. And guess what? We already hit it. So this is definitely helping. We're up $400. And let's see, we're 3 away from the third 12. See, the 14 is in the second column. The 5 is in the second column. The 11 is in the second column. The 36 is in the third. And then the 3, we're missing the first column out of the last 5. So let's start there and spin. And it just takes a little bit of work to make sure that it hasn't hit in the last 5 and what you're picking to bet on. And let's repeat our $10 bet now. And spin. I know we've gone over the 15 minutes. I just want to continue to see how well this is going to do over a longer period of time. And it's doing incredible. So I want to test this one as much as possible. We're up $410. And it looks like we've had 3 since the first 12. See, the 31 is in the first column. The 24 is in the third. 14, so that's not the way to go. Let's spin without betting and see if we can get 5 that haven't hit, or the last 5 spins that haven't hit in a 12. So let's spin again here, and then we'll check to see what's missing. Okay, that's a 26 black. Okay, so we're missing now, out of the last 5 spins, we're missing the first 12. So we'll go there and spin. And took a couple spins there, but we got it. And what a great system. Thank you, Jeremy, for sending this one in. And let's go ahead now and repeat that $10 bet on first 12. And spin. That's a 4 black. Okay, and we're at $420. And it looks like we're now missing the second 12 out of the last 5 spins. So let's start there with our $10 bet and spin. That's a 12 red. Okay, we'll repeat that $10 bet on second 12. And then start adding up the 2 previous bets for our next bet. That's a loss on 1 red, so we had 10 plus 10. Now we have a $20 bet on second 12. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. And we got it. That's a 22 black. So now we're at $440. Let's get this up to $500 profit. It looks like we're missing the third 12 out of the last 4. So let's spin. If we don't hit the third 12, we can bet on it. That'll be 5 missing. And we didn't hit it, so we can bet third 12 for $10. And let's go ahead and spin. You have 6 options between the 3 columns and the 3 dozens. And that's a 6 black. That's a loss. So let's repeat that $10 bet on third 12. And I think this waiting for 5 has definitely increased our chances of winning, even though we've Just hit 0 and lost the last two. Let's add 10 plus 10, and we'll have a $20 bet now on third 12. Let's see when the last time the third 12 hit is, and go from there. So we lost, and now we'll add 20 plus 10. We'll have a $30 bet, and the last third 12 to hit was the 30, all the way down there on the bottom. But the great thing is our bets aren't crazy high yet, and that's because we waited 4 or 5 in a row, and the zeros are coming after us. And but we're going to add up 30 plus 20. Now we're going to have 50. And this will really test this system with all these zeros. It looks like it wants us to lose, but we're going to try to get it to win. And that's a 14 red. And we're going to add up 50 plus 30 for 80.
No more bets.
And here we go. I think the last third 12 to hit's off the board. That's an 18 red. And we'd be in real trouble right now if we were not using 5 in a row. But we're going to go from 80 to 130. We're going to add up the 80 and the 50.
No more bets.
And we still have plenty of chances to get the win because we have that 5 head start. But we lost again. That's an 11 black. Okay, so now we're going to add up 130 and 80 for 210. The bets are getting up there now, and it's been a really long time since a third 12 has hit. That's why it's so important to have this head start. But we're still losing, and doesn't mean that you can't lose because you have this head start. We're going to add up the 210 plus the 130, 210, 310, 340. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and spent. And hopefully eventually here we'll get a third 12 hit. But we didn't there. That's a 6 black, and it's probably been 20 spends since that third 12 has hit. So 340 plus 210 is 340, 440, 540, $550. Wow. We have the bankroll for it. You can see temporarily this would take about half our bankroll if we lose this one. So we really need to get a win here on third 12, but we might have one more chance after this. And man, we're going to need it. That's not good at all. So that's 550, 650, 750, 790. Let's see if we have that much left in the bankroll. We do, but we need to get a win right here on third 12. It's been at least 20 spins since that third 12 was hit, maybe more. Let's hope that our luck changes right here. I really like this system, but it's and we finally got the win, so that was really much needed. That's a $1,580 win. Now we're at $590, and that's why I was playing for a while too, just so you guys could see that, you know, eventually you probably will get a really long stretch, like 20 or more of a dozen missing. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, that's another reason why you want to cash out when you get up a good amount. So if you get up $200 or $300 with this, just cash out, because you never know when something like that's going to happen. It's probably more like 25 we missed in a row there, which is crazy, but can happen. So that's why I play for a while, so that you guys can see the ups and the downs of every system. But I would definitely highly recommend this modification by Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy, for sending this in, and it did fantastic. And it recovered there, but it was just cruising along for so long without any hiccups. So definitely let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and email me at roulettemaster.c@gmail.com if you have any systems like this to send in, or modifications of a current system. That would be fantastic. And again, that's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. And if you're enjoying the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And let's keep growing this community of people that love roulette. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.